Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? It's Crazy Out Cayne, sugarcane.com, CACTV. I'm about to show you who won Bike of the Month for December 2020. Yeah! It's been a minute. I haven't been doing my updates like I should have, but now I'm back on track with it, and I'm about to give you guys the rundown on the December 2020 Bike of the Month competition. There were some really, really dope bikes that were sent in. Not that many bikes, but the bikes were still dope. Like that Boss 20-inch that was sent in. Chrome Ollie, classic Boss style, sent in by Eric Spears. You know, Eric Spears is one of the co-owners of Truth BMX products. And he was a big Boss head back in the day. He used to race with Boss. He has the Boss jerseys. I saw him post up the bike on Facebook, and I was like, bro, you gotta send that one to me. He sent it to me, and that was actually the first classic Boss build that was featured on Bike of the Day. As you know, we had a bike sent in, I think 2 months ago, the LNS Creations, which is basically a Boss 2. But this was the first one that was actual Boss, with the Boss decals and all that stuff that was sent in. So shout out to Eric Spears for sending that one in. We also had a 2019 Mongoose Title Pro XXL sent in by Rob Gray. And this bike was fresh. I like this bike because, as you may or may not know, the Mongoose Title Elite Pros came in a white colorway with black and orange decals. But Rob was like, I'm gonna do something a little different. He put some purple parts on there to offset the color, and it came out real dope. It was a nice mix of colors and stuff, so I really like the way that bike came out. Shout out to Rob for sending that bike in, and that was a fresh bike. We also had the legendary Craig Reynolds send us his standard 125R 24-inch cruiser. It's the same cruiser that he won the Grands on, and he still has it, and it's still in pristine condition. Sent it into us for Bike of the Day. Actually, Craig's bike was sitting in the #1 spot for a long time in December, but by the end of the month, another bike wound up winning. Shout out to Craig for sending in his bike, and make sure you check out his series that he does on YouTube called The Real Influencers Project. He interviews a whole bunch of legendary people and influencers in not just BMX, but in other industries. So you should definitely check that out. He's right on YouTube, The Real Influencers Project. The Real Influencers Project. Make sure you check that out. Then the next bike that we got in December, which was really fresh, was this Gary Turner 24-inch. This bike is a serial #1, and this one was sent in by Tim Hokley. He actually sent in a couple of bikes last year, and this one is one of my favorites because it's got like a brownish, reddish kind of colorway, so they call that Dragon's Blood, and that colorway looks so sick. And like everything else on the bike is pretty much polished. So it's like Dragon's Blood, polished, and black. Definitely should have been higher up on the charts, but this bike was fire. Shout out to Tim for sending me that heat. Another dope bike that was sent to us was the Fate Products Rat Rod that was sent in by Dave Hoffman. This company right here, they're pretty new in the game, but they got some really nice bikes. They're called Fate Products. This was the Chrome Ollie Rat Rod that they have. And they're also venturing into aluminum bikes too. So they're about to have an aluminum line along with their Chrome Ollie line. And they're really dope bikes. Clean build, clean welds. Just the bikes just look fresh. You're looking for something different, want to support a different brand, definitely check out Fate Products. Their stuff is dope, son. Then I also got another Mongoose sent to me. This time it was a 2020 Mongoose Title Elite Pro XXL. This was sent in by my dude G. You know he's representing for the LRC team on the East Coast, Raw Deal Tees, the whole 9 yards. He sent in his bike. What more can I say? The Mongoose Title Pro XL with the black and the white with a little bit of orange colorway going on there. It's just a fresh bike, man. And speaking of Mongoose titles, big shout out to Cam Wood, who got his first place as a pro racing at the Winter Nationals. He beat 2 of the fastest guys in the world, man, Joris Daudet and Connor Fields, man. That was crazy. It's been 17 years since a pro rider took Mongoose to the top of the podium. So that's a really big, epic look right there. So shout out to Cameron Wood on that win. Big up to my dude G for submitting the Title Pro XXL. Shout out to Mongoose for being in the game, sponsoring the races and all that right now. So there's a lot of good things happening in the Mongoose universe. Now another bike that I was really feeling that was sent in for Bike of the Day was his 2021 GT Mach 1 24-inch with the tough wheels, son. That's right, Jason Sponberg sent this bike in, and this is dope. I love that GT blue colorway with the GT yellow colorway on all the decals, plus the Skyway tough wheels on there in black. I really like the way this one looked. Shout out to Jason for sending this one in. And it's always dope when I see the 24-inch cruisers getting sent in for a bike of the day. But I also need to see some 29-inch, some 26-inch, 27.5 inches, all that, okay? I need all y'all guys to send me some bikes. I need to see some flatland bikes, some street bikes. Send them joints in, son. And there was another GT that was featured as bike of the day, and this one is a GT Speed Series with the custom colorway. It's got that blue going on the top tube and the top of the seat stay, and it also has that green colorway, that neon green colorway on the rest of the frame. I really wanted to do something that with one of my friends. I wanted to make it where the color starts up and then curves up onto the top tube. I really wanted to do something like that, and they did that here on this bike right here. And this bike was submitted all the way from Germany by Sebastian Teffenthaler. That's right, bike of the day is international, son. Big up to Sebastian for submitting this bike. This one was fire. This bike was probably my favorite for December. It was either this or the Gary Turner. They probably was, I think I would say those two were neck and neck as far as my favorite. I really like the custom colorway on this GT, but that Dragon's Blood on that Gary Turner was crazy. Either way, Gary Turner wins. And now, for the #1 bike for December 2020, this is the #1 rated bike. Viewers come on the site and they rate the bike. They can go there and rate the color, the originality, the style, and the parts on the bike. Whichever bike has the #1 rating by the viewers who come to the site, that's the bike that wins. And that bike is a Truth Main Event with a nice gray colorway sent in by Jeremy Cayne. That's right, this bike got a lot of love from the people who came to the site. They came, they voted, they rated, and this bike is the #1 bike right here. It has a nice matte gray colorway. It's got the Truth decals done in black. It's got some gold going on. It's got some black going on. It's got a little bit of something, everything going on. Got some carbon rims. Jeremy said his inspiration for the bike was going for a stealth plain build, a bike that wows people without flashy colors. He's been back racing for a couple of years, but this Truth is by far the best frame that he's ever rode. He said from the day that he jumped on his bike that he felt right at home. Now let's talk about them parts, son! Yeah! So the frame is a Truth Main Event with that custom stealth colorway. It got custom decals. It's looking real fresh. Yeah! Cranks, Profile Elite, son! Yeah! Headset, made by Pro Max. Yeah! Chain tensioners is a Pro Max. Yeah! A gold bombshell stem. Yeah! A box linear brake cable. Yeah! The seat is made by Kink. Yeah! Box brakes. Yeah! And the hubs are made by Onyx. Yeah! It's got the epic carbon rims. Yeah! ACS chain. Yeah! Tioga Faster React black label tires. Yeah! And he's got HT clip pedals. Yeah! So that's the #1 bike for December 2020 Truth Main Event. So let me know down in the comments below which bike you thought should have been #1 on this chart. I know everybody has different opinions on what they like and what they see. So I want you guys to look at this and let me know which bike you thought should have been the #1 bike for December 2020. Also, if you guys want to participate in the Bike of the Day competition and rate a bike or submit a bike, come back to sugarcane.com and go to the submit tab and submit your bikes right there. We need unbiased votes. We need people from off the street that never heard of these bikes, that don't know the people who submitted the bikes, to rate these bikes. We want the ratings to be as honest as possible, okay? Because a lot of times things turn to popularity contests, or it might be somebody who has a lot of friends that can come in there and vote. So we need to get people who have no stake in the game to come and rate these bikes. So we want to get some nice, honest reviews on the bikes. But big shout out to everybody who submitted their bikes for December. Can't wait to see some of the bikes that are coming for January. We have a couple up already, so you can go and rate those. Big shout out to DHD Wear, Supercross BMX, Corrosive Clothing, and Radical Rick, Damian Fulton for representing and hitting me off with some prizes. I still have to do the video for the Bike of the Year results. Okay, so I gotta do the video for that, so stay tuned for that. That might be coming next, and maybe something in between that. I don't know. I'm just editing whatever I got, but I have to make that video. So that's what's coming up next. Bike of the Year results. Bike of the Year 2020 results. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification button so you know when I'm posting. I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff, so you want to keep in tune with that, keep in touch with that. And make sure you leave comments, spread the word, let people know what's going on. So with that being said, enough talking about bikes, enough looking at bikes. I need y'all to go out and ride your bikes. It's crazy out Cayne, sugarcane.com. And we out, son.